You're listening to 91.1 The Avenue. This is Ann with our Mile of Music coverage. We're talking Mile 8 with the James Brown of the Mile of Music.
Yeah.
Hardest working musician
there
at
it
the
is.
Mile.
Yeah.
There you go. And that would be Walt Hamburger.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It feels good to be on 91.1 The Ave.
Let's talk Mile of Music. You've done them all, haven't you?
I think so. The first one I was like a last-minute alternate, so I wasn't officially on the schedule. But everyone since then I've been on officially. Since as long as I can remember, we've been doing this.
And lots of sets in one way or another.
Yeah, this is the first year where we're not going like completely crazy. Usually by the end, I don't have a voice. The reason we do so many sets is because I have a nonprofit foundation, 513C, just like you guys. That raises money for animal rescues and artists, and we collect money at our shows to raise money for that. And so by doing that, we figure the best way to make the most money is to play a billion trillion shows. And so this year we're just sticking to one or two a day so we can survive. But I think between me and Chris Gold, we have to be close to the top of most sets ever.
That would be my guess. Yeah. I'd describe you, but how would you describe your sound?
I'm a singer-songwriter that leans more towards like a punk music background, I guess. But I play an acoustic guitar. If it's a solo set, it's just me and a guitar. That's usually how I tour.
Yeah.
When I'm around here, I've got some friends that play with me. And we can be more of a rock band. I have two bands at this festival. There's just the solo stuff, which would be on Thursday and Sunday. And then on Friday and Saturday, I've got a 5-piece full band, drums, bass, guitars, all that stuff called Walt Hamburger and the Bad Puns. So we lean more towards, I don't know, just rock and roll or punk rock, depending on the song. I'm still playing acoustic, but we've got a bunch of electrified instruments and stuff. So
yeah, it's still always kind of a mashup of fun.
Mm-hmm.
And
we sing happy sounding songs about really sad material. That's kind of my.
What more do you want?
Yeah, I want people to feel safe as I say really sad things.
If you're going to be sad, you might as well dance it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
There you go.
There you go. Your signature hair is.
I'm
not.
I'm on the radio, so it's okay. I'm touching it up this Friday.
Okay. I was going to say you have to do theater of the mind on the radio.
Yeah.
And
normally I'm a shocking blue, right? Like last year I went with, 2 years ago, before the pandemic, I went with a bright red.
That's what I remember.
Oh God, it was horrible. But the idea was, the hair we're supposed to remind people that we're looking for donations for my foundation again, because this is our biggest fundraiser of the year.
And I thought, save the kitties.
Yes, and if everybody sees the blue hair, I'm not going to stand out, as weird as that sounds, because everybody always notices me with blue hair. So I did red to get people's attention. Like, why would you do that to yourself? You look like the bad guy from, what was it, The Incredibles? Yeah. And I'll never do that again. So I'm going back to the blue. But normally it's blue. I've just been waiting. It fades pretty quickly these days, so I was waiting till Friday to get my hair cut and then dye it up so it'll look nice and good for the festival.
Hey, high maintenance goes with the territory.
So it's all about keeping your.
So for those of you who may not know, Walt is a philanthropist, and he is very involved with animal shelters in the area, and your fund is specifically for sheltered cats.
Yeah,
correct?
it's for all animals. We're called the Walt Hamburger Foundation. We're a 501c3. It's a small group of volunteers. We work out of the Fox Valley, and originally it started with me. Started at mile 2 or 3. And our goal was I had 10 shows, and I thought, hey, if I can raise $25 every show, that's $250 I can kick to a local animal rescue that I was raising money for already anyway. And we made like $1,000 that week. And it blew my mind, and there were tears, and it all culminated in the chapel for the Songs Before We Go, where the money was coming down from the second level and everything, and people were bringing it up like it was communion, but they were bringing money up instead. It was a magical thing that we've continued to do every year. And since then, the Tundraland family has matched up to $1,000 every year. So as long as we can get 1,000, we can get up to 2,000. And I think last time we did it, we raised over $7,000 just through raising money at my set. So we mainly give our money to local animal shelters. If there's a disaster like what happened in Australia a couple years ago, I guess that was last year in January, or wildfires or things where rescues or hurricanes, where rescues are overrun with stray animals and things, then we'll help those out as well. We also have an arts division, so we've worked with the Renaissance School of the Arts. As a kid, we weren't really I wouldn't say we were poor, but we didn't have really any extra money. And so like I think about like how much music lessons cost and things like that. And we thought there were ways that maybe some kids that couldn't afford an instrument or couldn't afford lessons or whatever could get through that. So, and we're a small organization. Our main wing faction of this is this Willow Fund that we started. I brought you some stickers here where we had a kitten that couldn't be saved. We wanted to start a fund in her honor that gave people that couldn't afford like a life-saving surgery a chance. Like people are like, what do I do? How do I put a price on my animal's life? And then we can step in and pay a chunk of it or sometimes all of it out of this Willow Fund. So we try to keep $1,000 in there for that as well. So that's pretty much what we're doing.
Fantastic. We have not only amazingly talented musicians in our area, but really big-hearted as well. You know,
the animal rescue thing and the music thing, I feel like if you took money out of the equation of what life is, those are things I'd just be doing anyway. You know, I'm very passionate about animals and artists, and I'm also, I love to play music. I love to perform. I love to record. I love all of it. So
thank you very much.
Yeah.
That was Walt Hamburger. See him at Mile of Music this weekend. As a guy who's been a veteran of a lot of Mile of Musics, you've seen a couple of things, I imagine. You play all the sets. You have any, memorable tales that can be told about some Mile experiences?
I think for me, like getting to know the photographers was one of the cool things that came out of this for me. Like right when I started when I started doing these miles, this sounds stupid, but I wasn't as well known back then. And I remember the first time checking in and meeting Larry, who's one of the main photographers usually every year, and him telling
Larry
us,
Radler.
yeah, like him telling us like where are the good places to eat, and I didn't have the heart to tell him that like I live in Appleton and stuff. And and then we've lifelong friendships with him and Graham and other different people that work with the festival.
That would be Graham Washetka.
Yeah.
And the Mile of Music certainly presents a lot of very photogenic moments. And some of the photography that comes out of it is just incredible. So that's one of the things that musicians will get is they can leave with some portraits.
I don't know if that's a thing this year. I didn't check.
Yeah, I mean, in the past it has been really high quality photography for you guys.
They also offer like dental, chiropractic services, massage.
Hearing test,
like
skin.
They do all kinds of stuff for artists that I play a lot of festivals throughout the world, and you don't get this kind of treatment anywhere else. This is something special.
And that's kudos to the community here. Who are you looking forward to seeing yourself?
It's
interesting.
interesting.
You stop and watch anybody, take in some music?
I almost never get to see anybody else. Like I usually get to see 1 or 2 sets a year because I'm playing 12 sets. But this year with just, I think counting Bike to the Beat and the songs before we go, I think I just have 6 things. So the main one that sticks out to me is my buddy Nordland is coming back. If you don't know RJ, he used to be a musician that was local to here. He was the head brewer over at Bare Bones Brewery in Oshkosh, and he moved to Michigan to open his own brewery. So he was back in town like a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and I was in LA recording, and so I missed it, and so I'm excited to see that he's on the lineup. One of my favorite things about Mile is there's just bar or restaurant after restaurant where you can just walk in, listen. If you've got some incredible performers, going back to when Kurt Kempen was booking and Taylor and Ian, I mean, they all do a good job of finding artists that are very talented.
You're listening to 91.1 The Avenue, and this is our Mile of Music coverage. I'm here with Walt Hamburger, who is performing at Mile of Music. Catch him, stop down. Mile of Music is going on now through Sunday. Walt, what are you going to play for us?
I'll play a new song called Do Crimes. It's like one of the only ones that I wrote during the pandemic because I didn't want to be the guy that wrote all these songs about pandemics.
All right.
Feel like a stranger nowhere, but you never heard me sing. You become my new favorite dream. The darkness beckons every day, but your eyes protect me. You become my new favorite dream.
My brain says that love is dead and has long forgotten me. While you run laps inside my head, I'll try and get some sleep. It's been so long since I wrote a song that felt this real to me. My dear, you have become my new favorite dream. Drink till close and do some crimes. We own the city. It's 3 a.m. and you're still out with me. The winter's here, freeze everything. Come sit closer to me. You become my new favorite dream. My brain says that love is dead and has long forgotten me. When you run laps inside my head, I'll try and get some sleep. It's been so long since I wrote a song that felt this real to me. My dear, you have become my new favorite dream. Don't know what's ahead of us, I'm sure that it's not me. Your heart deserves to be free. I miss your lips and when we kissed, your taste stayed with me. You my rich favorite dream. My brain says that love is dead and has long forgotten me. When you run laps inside my head, I'll try and get some sleep. It's been so long since I wrote a song that felt this real to me. My dear, you have become my new favorite dream. My dear, you have become my new favorite.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That was Walt Hamburger. See him at Mile of Music this weekend. This is Ann Koenig. You're listening to 91.1 The Avenue, and this is our Mile of Music coverage, made possible with support from Nicolet Bank. Nicolet Bank is a supporting partner of The Avenue.